Striking.
Rob, I have to handle this. He's done 20 of these today. He's great. He'll be great for you.
Mr. Granger, hi. It's Abigail from Screen Slant. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
30 seconds.
Glad you could fit me in. There's a lot I'd want to cover in my 15.
Oh, these are 5.
5?
I'm sorry. We've been stormed with interviews today.
Okay, everyone in position.
Do you need another minute to...
No, thank you. I'll be fine. Max Gray. Robert Granger.
Those are my code names.
Thank you for sitting down with me to discuss Live Tomorrow, your 4th Max Gray film.
It's a pleasure to be here.
You've been training for this series almost 10 years now. How does your body feel?
Best I've ever felt physically. I'm sure that sounds like some pull quote.
I've read that poll quote.
But it's true. These films, each part of them, they give me new life.
Even that jet ski chase? Holding on, crying out, "No, Rob, for the love of God, I feel so tired!"
The only thing I'm tired of is hearing how I'm too old to ride a jet ski. But I think I'm in all right shape. And I have to say, Abby...
Abigail.
I'm here with you today because Live Tomorrow is the best Max Gray film we've ever made. Truly. I feel honored.
Good, great. Your last film, Color of Blood, was such a success.
Yes, that one was quite
$704 million worldwide. A $15 million paycheck for you before a 10% back-end deal.
Well, I'm just glad people came out.
The Granger children are sleeping comfortably at night, I'm sure.
Yes, well, that success, it's at the credit of so many talented people. Our screenwriters, Chris and Joel, our producer, Stephen Birch, and of course, Doug, our director, who came in with this incredible vision and from day one just did bang-up work. He was such a great collaborator on this project.
Do you think that after these stories, Doug's bang-up days are behind him?
Stories?
The allegations of Doug Ferrick's behavior to a series of women, including Lila Thompson. Your co-star? From Live Tomorrow? She was recast by...
Do you know Lila Thompson?
No, I'm just...
Well, have these stories been published somewhere?
There was a Twitter thread that went viral last month. It was investigated by the Post.
Did you talk to Doug about the Twitter thread?
I can't speak to Doug. He isn't doing press for your film. So, I'm talking to you.
Well, I'm here to discuss Live Tomorrow.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, I really don't want to talk about
Oh, absolutely.
But I have to say, this one, it tops Color of Blood. It is a much deeper character piece than we've seen from Max Gray since the books, really. I mean, here he's doubting his place in the CIA. He's wondering who he's been fighting for all along. We're all such fans of the character. It's just been a privilege to be a part of it.
Yes, if I may. Your fans have been raving about this film.
Well, the film isn't out yet.
But what we don't know is what will happen in the next one.
All right, here we go.
I've read that you have 3 more Max Gray films left in your contract. I mean, surely you can give us something about the next one?
I would love to, but I can't.
Or the one after that, or after that. I know you have to keep a lot of things buttoned up on a job like this. Stories you would never want the world to know. But I love a scoop. Me and my audience.
You have 1 minute, Abigail. You better get on to your next question.
When you were filming Live Tomorrow, I've read reports that you had an incident.
Incident?
An anxiety attack. It'd be inappropriate of me to ask what caused your attack, but the pressure it must take to make a film like this seems unsurpassable. Are you ready for 3 more Max Gray films, Robert? The training regimen? The flying around to junkets? The difficult personalities?
I'm sorry.
Could you handle all of this for
I'm
10
sorry,
more years?
This
Some
is clearly
have suggested that you've developed
some
an
mistake.
anxiety
I don't know
disorder
why
because you refuse
you're
to leave
treating
a
me like
franchise
this.
tainted by its director.
My working relationship with Doug has been nothing but positive.
You've continued to work with Doug, so you're complicit.
I'm not complicit in anything. I didn't do anything.
Can you confirm that for me? That you didn't do anything?
It's not why I used the
Were you
word.
staying at the
I'm
Mosaic
talking.
House in Prague
Stop
when...
talking. I said I'm talking, God damn it! I've been trying to work and talk about my film, and you keep interrupting me with this horse shit! I've worked 10 years! 10 years on these films! And I give all these people work. And I do this for my kids and my family. And don't you fuck that up! And don't you try and fuck me or you'll be done. I'll call your piss-stained website and we'll end all this for you. You have no idea. Get the fuck away from me! All of you! This is bullshit! It's all fucking bullshit! God damn it! Damn it! Bullshit! All of it! We're out of time. Don't take that.
He's right. I can collect the footage. He's late for his next interview.
I want everyone out. I want everyone out now! What is this? Did you talk to Lila? Do you know Lila?
Why do I need to know, Lila?
So you just read some story about her and Doug, and you decided to blame me. On camera?
Let me leave.
Was it worth it? Will your site be proud of your integrity? Making me lose my shit? This is unfair, Abigail. It's unprincipled. It's unprincipled.
No. You know what the fuck is unfair? On September 21st, you and your cast and crew stayed at the Mosaic House in Prague. Lila Thompson would confide in your crew that on that night, Doug Feher forced himself on her. Maybe you don't hear about this until Doug tells you he's recasting her role. Or maybe the wall between your room and his was thin enough Today, Lila's afraid to talk to anyone, and she hasn't worked since her 6 days on your film. But I feel like you try to forget about that. Because you love Doug. Doug started your career.
Abigail, if my audience
I've
sees that...
spent months confirming what I know is true.
If my kids hear me
But
yell
no
like
one
that...
would believe Lila's story unless I have a primary source who would get press. Who was close to Doug. Who was there. Who was responsible.
I can't help you. What do you want? You know what I make on these films.
Yeah. You're Robert Granger. You could have walked away from any of this.
Doug.
What about Doug? What about Doug?
You can't use my name in print, and that case does not leave this room. Promise me.
Okay.
You went to the wrong person. Doug asked the assistant director to have Lila go to Doug's hotel room for a rehearsal. The assistant director's name was Chad Abramson. Go to him. Lila went to our producer. She told him about Doug. He had her sign an NDA, gave her a check, and then fired her. The producer was Stephen Birch. Go to him. The studio publicist tracked down each connection Lila had. Off their list, her legal team is ensuring that no one will speak. The studio publicist was Maggie Schwartz. Go to her. Doug was my friend. I wanted to protect the franchise. I wanted to protect my children. I can't be involved. I couldn't be. I'm not. I'm not. Wow.
We're out of time.
One minute, people.
Max Gray.
Robert Granger. Those are my code names.